Day 3, 5, 6. Day ratings is 7. I got up with an alarm at 6. Original plan was to go back to the group run to try to run 12, 13-ish miles, but kind of got changed. Dad talked me into going to the Renaissance Festival, and he said I'll be there around 8:30. So I said that group runs at 7. Best case scenario, we do like 12-ish miles. That puts us right around 90 minutes. So I'd be a little late coming back, trying to shower, get ready, and then make sure Gamora was okay, Gamoma was okay, and then be on our way. So I said, all right, I'm just gonna set the alarm at 6, see how I feel, and just go for my own run here. So I heard the alarm get off at 6, hit the snooze button 3 or 4 times, ended up walking Gamora right around 7. And I had just texted my dad, said, hey, just text me when you're on the way, so I kind of have a time frame about when you'll probably be here. So he left a little bit after 7, and by the time I walked the dog, came back, got ready for a run, I didn't have much time left. It was mostly my fault, just hesitating. So what should have been my long run turned into a 5K second workout for the week. So let's see if it's loaded already. I had about, I don't know, like half hour, 35 minutes-ish before I was really pressing for time. So I got my racing type shoes on just to help me get more in that aggressive, faster paced mindset. And the first mile was 6:53, then 6:14, and I closed in 5:51. And the 5:51 actually felt really great. I could tell that I was finally getting some good pace going. My heart rate felt under control, but I could tell that I was really moving in that 5-minute range. So I was a little bit curious if I had another mile to go, what I could have done, or if I would have had a warm-up, how much better it would have felt. But I pretty much jumped into like a cold run and just tried to get after it early, and it was still a little bit chilly. Nothing terrible, but a decent run. But I do still think it's hard to get up that early. Not get up that early, but to start going that fast without a good proper warm up. So it's probably why that third mile felt a lot better than even, I would say, the first mile. The first mile just definitely was a warm up. And the second mile was kind of gauging how it felt. I didn't noticeably pick up the pace, but I knew that I was still warming up, getting faster and faster as my body was warming up. And that third mile, I was like, okay, this is where we got to go. And so that's the one I was really trying to get focused and drive in on. And it proved to be decent. It would have been nicer, of course. I think that 5:35 range is where I like to sit for that last mile, at least from the progressions anyway. So that's all right. I got one more week to try out a little bit more of a tempo race pace before the race. Anyways, so I had that, came back, showered, tried to make a smoothie, ran out of time. Dad got here and pretty much got in the car, drove off, got to Bash's to get the tickets. Not Bash's, went to Food City actually. Food City to get tickets. And I had asked him, I said, hey, if we stop by anywhere, I didn't eat a lot last night and I'm kind of hungry after the run. I could tell my energy level was starting to tank a little bit, I guess. And I didn't feel like I was going to pass out, but I definitely felt as if I just wanted to sit down and lay down. So he said, yeah, there's a couple places right before we get to the festival, so we'll just go there. I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. There was a small detour. Everyone had to get off the freeway at a certain point, which held us up a little bit. Maybe another 20 minutes. And then another 10 or 15 minutes to get food. We ended up getting Jack in a Box. My dad likes the breakfast jacks. And I wasn't too picky. I just said I would prefer to eat something out here, probably a little bit cheaper. I get more food than going inside. So I had their scrambler. I don't know. It was hash browns. Had the pancake coins, and then eggs, and then either bacon or sausage. And I got bacon. And then I didn't think that was gonna be enough to fill me up, so I said, "Can I get 2 tacos too?" I think they were $1.69 for the 2 tacos. And then had that, and I still felt relatively low. And I had brought some gummy packs that we got Thursday from the group run. They handed out. So I had some of those orange gummies, which normally use them for running, but I still felt like I was sitting there zoning out, waiting for my body to just lean up against the wall and take a nap. So I was trying to wake up a bit. And it was only 11:15 by the time we got there. Oh, excuse me. So I was trying to be prepared for another 5.5, 6 hours. And about 1 o'clock, I finally woke up, so to speak. But we were walking around. Felt great. It was a nice day. It was about 77, 78 out today. So I brought a jacket just in case. Normally that last hour or so gets a little bit chilly as the sun starts to set. But we ended up staying until about 4:30. And then my dad decided we should probably head out, and my brother and his family were there. We finally caught up to him. It took us about an hour to find him. And they had some brother's mother-in-law was there, and I guess she had hurt her knee about 2 weeks ago, so she was still not as mobile as she would have liked to be, but she was, I think, struggling to try to keep up. And so they said, yeah, we probably shouldn't go early. My dad had already mentioned going to a Mexican restaurant, and so my brother had invited us to go to Waffle House with him, which I like to go to because it's just simple, quick food. I love that they have hash browns, but you can add in onions, tomato, ham, jalapeno. There's some other stuff, but those are the 4 I like to mix in. Any kind of those combinations is good. But I don't think my dad was the biggest fan, so he said, "Do you still want to just go to Mexico?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can go wherever. You're the driver. Food is food." So we ended up going to get Mexican afterwards, but I had a good time hanging out with my brother and his family. I got to hang out with my niece a little bit, and we watched a couple shows that they regularly see. And then on our way out, we had a little bit of traffic. Not sure why, just slowing down. Maybe everyone leaving the event. Excuse me. We got to the Mexican restaurant right off the freeway, and only had about a 10-15 minute wait. And then we sat down and had a bunch of chips. I had half my meal, so it's like I could have half for tomorrow. Then came back, walked the pup, and my dad came in to use the restroom. I said, "All right, if you come in, Mama was gonna be excited to see you and want to play, so just be prepared." So we came in, and she was excited to see him and just was running around the couch and up and down, chewing on 2 or 3 toys, would jump off again, go see him, run around to me, and then run back to him. Speaking of, I got the pup Cam over here. She's ready to go to bed, trying to look away from the light. But she had a good time seeing him and was excited, so we tried to wear out that energy a little bit, take her for a walk, play with her. And she sat down. I was like, all right, you sit down, I'm going to sit down. And I had passed out for, I don't know, an hour or two on the couch. From getting up, doing the run real quick, probably not eating as well as I should have, to walking around half the day. And I probably didn't hydrate as well as I should have either. It just wore me out. So, just, yeah, passed out, woke up about an hour ago. Surprised it was still, I guess, the day. It's now 12:50. And got a set of push-ups to do and read, and then we're calling it a night. And we'll see. Goal is to get up around 7:38 tomorrow. Sleep in a little bit, but get the long run done with for the week. And then there's a chance my friend wants to go running later in the evening. I haven't heard from him exactly, but they did mention it 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. So we'll see about that. I think they were skiing last time I checked on their social media was posting their not live stream, but reels or whatever it's called. So they could still be skiing. I don't know. That's it for the night. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.